whenever you want to define the Java class, so you need to make the proper structure. Okay, and for defining this proper structure, we need to use the class keyword. Okay, so this class keyword, we will see what are its importance. So this class keyword is in a small case letter. Okay, it is a compulsory small case letter. This letter. So every character which is present in this class as a in small case letter. Okay, it is a mandatory. So Java is a very case sensitive language. Okay, so if you write the class like this, so this is a class, C is capital. Okay, and this one is the class. This is the small case. Okay, so here first alphabet is uppercase. Here all the alphabets are small case. So the Java can be differentiated between both of them. Why? Because Java is very case sensitive language. Okay, so it can clearly differentiate between them. So this is the different one and this is the different one because it is very case sensitive. Okay, so whenever you want to define your class, so at that time you need to use the class keyword and followed by the class name. Okay, so you can give the any class name, any combination. So there are certain rules to define how to define the class name that we will see later on. Okay, so here, so whenever you are trying to give the name to your class or name to your function or name to your any type of variable, so that is nothing but we call it as an identifier. Okay, what is identifier? Identifier is nothing but the name which are given by you to your class. Okay, so we will just write it. Identifier means what? Identifier means a name, right? So name which is given to you to your class, to your method. So method is nothing but your function, right? Method, function, or interface. Okay, so like this. So whatever the you are giving the name towards your class, your method, your function, or your variable, interface, likewise. Okay, so that is nothing but your identifier. Okay, so my identity is that what? My identity is my name is Siddharth. Okay, that is my identity. Okay, so the Siddharth is the name which is given to my body. Okay, that's the identification. Okay, so similar way, when you want to define the class or any one of these points like your class, method, variable, interface or package like this, anything. So at the time you need to be specify its name, and that name is nothing but your identifier. Is it clear? Is it clear? What is
Yes, sir.
identifier?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so two things we have seen. So whenever you want to define your class, you should use the class as a keyword, right? And this class keyword as a small case, and you need to write the name of your class. Okay, so in this way we can write the class and class name. Class followed by my class. So my class is the your class name, and the scope of this class in between the opening curly bracket and the closing curly bracket. So this is called as opening curly bracket, right? And this one is the closing curly bracket, right? Okay. So this is the scope of your class. Okay, opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. This is the scope of your class. So we can try to define the structure of your Java class, the structure of your Java class in this manner. Okay, so now you can define the n number of things within the or under this class. Okay, so here what are things you can add? First thing is you can add variables, right? You can add the methods, right? You can call all the other methods, right? So you can define the main method under class, okay? Or you can you can create object under this class, okay? So there are different ways you can make the class behavior, okay? So you need to write the n number of things. So within your class, I will just save this. So we see. So here you can, after the opening curly bracket and before the closing curly bracket, in between we can write the n number of statements. Okay, and in Java, every statement has been ended with semicolon. Okay, so every statement has been ended with semicolon. So here you can declare the variables that we will be see a little bit later on how to define the variables, how to define the methods, how to call the other methods to your within your class, how to define the main method, and how to create the object. Okay, so clear? समझता है ना सर्वांना? Okay, very good. So now let's move further. So now we are well aware about whenever you want to define the class. So you need to write the class keyword and the followed by the identifier. Okay, identifier is nothing but your we can say I will write like this class name. Okay? Opening curly bracket, closing bracket. So this is the scope of your class. Okay. So whatever the things you can define under this opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket will be belongs to that class. Okay. So now in Java, when you want to execute the program, okay, so the execution will be always start from the main method. Okay. So you need to write the main method in Java. Okay. So how you can write the main method? That you need to write the public
Static.
main. Okay. So this is the main method structure, and the scope of this main method will be opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. So within this opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket, you need to write the those statement you want to execute. Okay. So by using this main method, you are able to execute through your command line. Okay, through your terminal. Okay, so here we required the parameters. So here you need to write okay. So public, static, void, main, string, and x. So this is a general syntax. Here instead of this x is nothing but this is also one type of identifier. Okay, जसं की तुम्हाला सांगितलं मी क्लास नेम, मेथड नेम, फंक्शन, व्हेरिएबल, इंटरफेस असेल किंवा तुमचा ॲरे असेल. So this is one type of array, single dimensional array. Okay, so this is one identifier, or we can say the variable of string class, right? So this is by default the you need to write this method. Okay, and instead of this x you can write the any name. You can write args, you can write a b c d as per the rules of the how to define the identifier. Okay, so that rule we will see little bit later on, but just try to understand the concept. This is one identifier. X is nothing but this is a identifier. Okay, so now try to understand the what is main method. Okay, so public, so this is called as a main method. Main method. Okay, main method means what? The execution will be start from this method. Okay, and the name of this method is main. Okay, so therefore it is called as a main method. Method is nothing but the function defined in the Java class. Okay, so when this type of bracket will become, so that may be your function. Okay, so तो तुमचा function असू शकतो. So here public, so name itself indicate that public is the keyword. Okay, so we will see what are the different type of keywords in Java. There are near about 50 different keywords are present that we will see with the categorization. So public means it is a public means anybody can access, right? जसं की आपली public property असते, that property can anybody can access, right? So similar way, when anybody want to access this data under the class name, so that can be accessible within this main method. Okay, so that's why it is called as a public. And another thing is that we want to execute this main method outside the class, right? So therefore you need to define the method as a public. Okay, then the another keyword is static. What do you mean by static? Static means what? This is the keyword which can be executed before defining the object of any particular class. Okay, so whenever you want to access any method which are defined under your class, so that method has been accessed with the help of the object of that particular class. But when we are defining the static keyword instead of your in front of your main method, right? So at that time this static keyword execute before the object creation. Okay, so you know that Java is object oriented programming language. So because of that, everything can be accessible with the help of object, but there are certain we can say the restriction, or we can say the flexibility. So this is the flexibility. Because of that, we are able to access this main method before creation of the object of this class. Okay, so that is the use of your static keyword. Okay, so that will be also we will cover in the upcoming lectures. Then void is the one type of return statement. Okay, so it will try to return nothing. So it does not return any value. That is the meaning of void. As in a normal, what we are trying to whatever your method has been defined, so that method will be given the certain return value. Okay, जिथून जसं की for example you want to calculate the square. Okay, and you are trying to pass the one argument as a number, for example 2. You are passing the 2 to calculate the square. So at that time the square of 2 is 4. That will be written by that particular method, that particular function. Okay, so here this main method does not return any value. Therefore, you need to use this void keyword. Okay, so void means what? It does not return any value, right? And main is the name of your method. Okay, name of your method. So that can be accessible outside your class, and the execution will be start from this point. Clear? समजलं का?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
तर कुणाला काही समजलं नसलं याच्यामध्ये तर प्लीज आस्क मी. So what is public, static, void, main? Is it clear up to now? Then there is the two things are present under these round bracket. Okay, so string is the predefined class which is defined under the lang package. Okay, and it can be hold the string type of information. Okay, and you can directly create the object of this class like this. Okay, there is a no need to define the new keyword. Okay, so whenever you want to execute or create the object of any class, so at that time you need to use the new keyword, but there is exception in the string class. Okay, so the automatically that can be taken care by your Java compiler. So the Java compiler will be take care of all these things uh, internally, and it will try to create the object. Okay, so here this is the identifier or the object. You can say the object, or you can say the variable of which class? String class. Okay, string class is which is defined in your Java similar manner like this class. या पद्धतीने तो डिफाईन केलेला असेल क्लास स्ट्रिंग. जावा मध्ये इंटरनली तो या पद्धतीने डिफाईन केला असेल. तर ह्या क्लासचा आपण काय करतोय? एक व्हेरिएबल डिफाईन करतो. ठीक आहे, त्या व्हेरिएबलचं नाव तुम्ही कोणतंही देऊ शकता. ओके, क्लिअर? Understood the structure of your Java class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you need to define the scope of your variables. Okay. So how we can define the variables? So defining your variable, you need to use the different type of data types. Okay. So which type of data can be hold at a time? For example, you want to hold the numerical type of data, you want to hold the real number of data, you want to hold the character type of data. So at that time, you need to specify which kind of data should be present or should be stored within your memory. Okay, so for that, you need to be specify what is its data type. Okay, either it is numerical data, integral data, either it is literal data, string type of data, character type of data, or anything else. Okay, so on the basis of that, you need to define your variable, and after defining your variable, you need to give the scope. Okay, what is the scope? The scope means what? What is the accessibility accessible of, of your variable. Okay, right? So where it can be accessible. If you have defined your variable before the main method, right? So that can be accessible within this method also. Okay, but you need to create the object of this class, and then you are able to access that variable. Okay, if you want to access this variable which is defined the before the main method, so at that time that can be accessible with the help of the object, right? If you are defining the variable under this main method, so which is called as the local variables, right? And here, whatever the we have defined, that is called as a global. Okay. So local variable and the global variables. So global variable means within this class, anybody can access this. And local variable means which is defined under the particular method. The scope of that particular variable is within that particular method only. Okay. ह्या मेन मेथड मध्ये जर ज्यावेळेस मी काय केलं व्हेरिएबल डिक्लेअर केला तर तो ह्या मेन मेथडचाच पार्ट होतो त्याचा स्कोप इथून इथपर्यंतच असतो ठीक आहे ह्याच्या बाहेर तो ऍक्सेसिबल नाहीये okay so that's the difference between your global variable and local variable so how to define this variable so you need to use the different type of the primitive data types are there okay so that can be specify what kind of data you want to store in your memory okay so that we will be see a little bit later on but now we have just covered about the how to define your class and how to declare your global variable or local variable so that's your scope for example here we are trying to define integer so for integer we have to use a and here b okay the scope of these two variable are different one okay so this a can be accessible within whole class and this b can be accessible within only the main method so we have covered these 2 points right now we want to create the java application with main method and execute your java program okay so now let's start execution our program. Before going to which is spelling check spelling check होऊन जाते मला सांगायचा execution ठीक है so before we are going to execute your java application so you need to install the java within your system okay or you can directly execute on the web server also but if you are using your own desktop or laptop at that time you need to first download the latest jdk version okay so jdk is nothing but the java development kit so that can be used to execute your java application so how to download this latest jdk version so you need to go to the Oracle website. Okay, this is the step number one. Step number one. Go to the Oracle website, right? Then after launching the Oracle website, you need to select the product as Java, right? So I will go to the Oracle website. I will just open the browser. Then write the oracle.com. Okay. So by default, its index file homepage will be loaded. So I will just copy this and paste here to go to the Oracle website here. Then you need to select product as a Java. Okay, so you can see here. So you can see here there are certain products. So you need to click the products. Okay. So within the products, you can see there are n number of products are available, right? So you can see the infrastructure product, software product, application, likewise. So you need to select, choose the Java. Okay. So by default, it will be go to this website. So it will be reach to this website. So https www.oracle.com/java. Okay. Once you reach here, step number 3, you need to select the latest JDK or SDK. As a JDK means Java Development Kit, or SDK is nothing but things, so software development kit. Okay. So you need to select the latest one. So here, go to the website. We have went to the Java. Okay. And now within this Java, you need to click on the download Java. Okay. So first I will modify the steps. Download. Then step number 4, select latest version. Okay. So the latest version is Java SE. SE stands for Standard Edition. Okay. You can see here Java Platform Standard Edition. So there are n number of different editions are available in Java. Like if you want to develop the mobile based application, at the time we can use the micro edition. Okay. Java 2ME. There are different type of editions are present, like 2 SE, Java 2 Standard Edition, J2 EE, Java 2 Enterprise Edition, right? J2 ME, Java 2 Micro Edition. Okay. So according to your requirement, you need to select the appropriate edition for the development of your Java application. Okay. So here you need to reach here, and you need to use the standard edition to perform your Java application. So here you can see there are documentations are present. The installation instructions are given. Some of the notes are given. License are given in the form of binary and documentation. So many things are there. So you can select any one of the your required JDK version. So I will suggest you need to choose the latest one. Okay. So here also you can see the previous release versions like Java 2 Standard Edition 11. Okay. So LTS latest release Java Software Platform. Here then Java 2 Standard Edition 8 version like this 7 version, JDK Mission JMC. So likewise, so as per your requirement, you need to select the appropriate version to download it. Okay, so I will suggest you need to select the Java 2 Standard Edition and click on the JDK download. Okay, so here you click on the JDK download. JDK download. Okay, then the next step is download the JDK. Okay, so here you will see the list of these JDK file. Okay, so according to the operating system, so there are different type of downloading files are available. Okay, so you can see here for Linux, there are different type of files are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so total 5 different files are present or available for the Linux version, Linux type of operating system. Then for Mac type of operating system, 2 different versions are available. And for Windows based operating system, here only 60, it will only support the 64-bit operating system. Okay, so Windows 64-bit operating system. If you don't have the 64 operating system or 64-bit operating system, then this JDK will not work on your system. Okay, so you need to select the previous version. Okay, so here you just click on the exe file. Okay, so click on the JDK. JDK 6.01. Okay, so this is the patch name. One is the patch name. Windows 64-bit. BIN means the binary file. EXE stands for it is a executable file, right? So this executable file will be used to download your latest version. Okay, so just click it. So according to the agreement of your Oracle, so you need to confirm that agreement. Okay, then click on this. Okay, so according to the your speed of internet, it will take certain times to download the JDK version. Okay, so just click on the start download. So it will be try to start. Okay, so it has been completed. Then open it. Okay, in this manner it will become. So you need to install it before the executing your Java application. Okay, so just double click it. Okay, and this then click on yes. Okay, so this one windows will be one pop-up will be generated. This window will be generated. Okay, so it will say that the software has already been installed on your computer. Would you like to reinstall it? Okay, so if it is available within your system, so then it will be shown you like this. Otherwise, it will be directly come to the next point. Okay, so here you need to just follow the instruction by default as it is. Just click on the next and yes button. So automatically the by default it will be installed on in Windows operating system the program files, and in under the program files Windows C on C drive program files Java, and here by default we have installed this JDK version. Okay, so like this, so JDK hyphen 16.0.1. Okay, so this is the installation folder. So the location on which you have installed your Java application or JDK version, that location is nothing but we call it as a Java home. Okay, we call it as a Java home. What do you mean by Java home? Java home is nothing but the location on which location you have installed the JDK version. Okay, that particular location you have installed the JDK version. That is nothing but your Java home. Okay, so it will become like this. Then you just click on the next button. So by default, it will be installed on C colon program files Java JDK. So this is the name of the JDK version. Okay, then it will be making the installation. It will be showing the status to you. So it will require few minutes. Okay. So by default, it will be installed successfully. If any error has been occurred, that can be shown. Otherwise, it will be shown as a be successful install. That's it. So it will be give the message as a complete. And if you want to access the tutorials, API documentation, developer guides, release notes, and many more help regarding this version, so you just click on the next step and it will be redirect to you on the Oracle website. Okay. So here you will get the different type of help, and the documentation related to that particular versions, right? Then after that, you need to close it. Then you need to recheck whether your Java has been properly installed or not. So you just go to the your My Computer, then go to the Windows C, click on the program files, then go to the Java, and then JDK, then bin. Just write down the CMD and check the execution. So you need to check the compiler, and after that you need to check the interpreter. Okay. So if such kind of health has been occurred after pressing the Java C and the Java, if such kind of help has been occurred, means what your Java has been successfully installed. Okay. Understood? समझ लगा?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we want to write your own Java application. First Java application. Okay. So here I will just comment it. So in Java, two type of comments are there: single line comment and multiple line comment. Okay. So if we are using these two forward slash, right? So that is the single line comment. Means it will simply skip your execution pointer, or your compiler will be skip these things. This line will be skipped by the compiler. And multiple line comment means what? So slash star. Okay. Then after that star slash. So it will skip the multiple lines. Okay. So whatever which has been written under this, so that can be simply ignored by your compiler. Okay. So here, how to write your Java structure: class, then followed by its name. Okay. So here we can say the first Java program in every programming language, the first program is hello world. Okay. So we will try to write the hello world program. Hello world. The name of your class is hello world. Okay. Then opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. So now you need to save this file as a extension .java. Okay. So here I will save this file hello world, then extension as a .java. Okay. So like this. So it will be appear hello world .java. So in this manner, we are trying to save your file hello world .java, where we are trying to save under the OEC folder. So once you have written your program, then you need to write the main method public static. Who will tell me after that? Public static
Void main.
void main. Very good. Void main, and into the bracket string.
String.
So string yes is always capital. Okay, try to remember the things. The yes of string is always capital, and here the after that you can declare the array variable. Okay, the name of array variable is x. Okay, and this square bracket indicate that This is a array. Okay. This is a syntax. You need to write as it is. So instead of this X only, you can write the any name. That's it. Then you need to define the scope of your main method. Okay. Right. So now you want to print the message as a hello world. Okay. So for that in Java, there is a one method that is the println method. Okay. So println method can be used to execute or display the content on the your console. Okay. So this is the println. Okay. So this println method is used to display the content on your console. Okay. So here, whatever the things you have written, so here we are trying to write the hello world. So within this double quotation, whatever you have written that can be printed on console. Console म्हणजे काय तुमचा terminal किंवा command prompt. ठीक आहे? Okay. So this println method is defined under this class system. Then so it is related to the output device, right? So you need to use the system.out.println. Okay. So out is nothing but we can say the object, right? And println is the method. And this println method can be directly accessed without creating the object of this class. Okay. So because of that, we can directly execute that one. So system, so it has been defined as a static because of that. We are able to access it. So system is the main package, out is the class, and println is the method. Are you getting my point? So what do you mean by system? System is the one of the package, so which will be perform the system related task which has defined under this package. And out is the one of the class defined under the system class. And under the system package, out is the class, and println is the method. Okay. So system yes is also a capital case letter, and rest of the things are in small case. System yes capital, system dot out dot println. Okay. And within the bracket, within the double quotation, whatever you have written that can be displayed on your console. Okay. So you have written your program. Now you want to execute it. Okay. So for the execution, you need to go to the location where you have saved your program. Okay. So where we have saved your program, I will check the location. E1 semester OEC. Hello. Okay. So go to the Siddharth, go to the E1 semester, go to the teaching E1 semester OEC here. Okay. So just make the CMD, and so you need to follow the two steps. If you have written the class file as like this, so here on terminal, you need to write the javac, then hello world dot java. Okay, so this is the compilation. This is called as a compilation. Okay, so that if there is a no error, it will try to convert the one file. That file name is called as a bytecode, and that can be executed with the help of your interpreter. Okay, so Java hello world. Okay, then press enter. So these two things you need to use every time for each execution. First, you need to compile your program, then you need to execute your program. For compilation, you need to use the javac followed by your file name, with extension as a .java, and for execution Java, the method name. Okay, so just compile your program Java C hello world dot Java. Okay, so if any kind of error is there, that error can be shown here. Otherwise, it will be simply try to create the new file. Okay, so that file is called as a bytecode file. Okay, so it will be try to create the dot class file. Okay, so the dot class file is the bytecode file. So that bytecode can be used to translate your program into the machine code by your Java interpreter. Okay, so here hello world dot class file this has been generated. Now for execution purpose, you can write the Java, then the main class name hello world. Okay, so you will get the output as a hello world. Okay, so if you want to wish to display the another content, then you can write the like this: welcome to Java programming. So just recompile your program Java C hello world dot Java and execute it. Okay, so it will be print first hello world and then welcome to the Java program. Understood? समझ लगा? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for tomorrow's, there is instruction for you. So you need to first install the JDK version within your laptop or desktop, and then you need to execute this Java application. Okay. काय करायचं तुम्हाला JDKचं वर्जन डाउनलोड करायचं आणि हा प्रोग्राम करायचा. ओके, करता येईल ना सर्व?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the task you have to perform between 8 to 9. Okay, तुम्हाला सकाळी 8 ते 9 या दरम्यान मध्ये करायचं आहे आणि 9 वाजता आपण भेटूया. ठीक आहे. So regularly you have to perform the task between 8 to 9. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.